Hello! What's going on? Today started pretty shitty. I uploaded the video and I'm telling you, I usually, 90% of the time, I'm like proof watching my videos just to make sure. Like I'll just click through them just to make sure that everything is good and it's not all fucked up. I guess on one of the days that I didn't, the audio was all fucked. So I had to re-upload, well re-render and then re-upload. And yeah, kind of sucks. So I'm sorry about that. I apologize. I will try to make sure it doesn't happen again. The only other mess up I had like that was when there was like a random 3-minute black pause at the end of the video where the video just cut off, and I don't know what happened there either. I don't remember, but yeah. Try not to let that happen again. But as you can see, I got a shit ton of boxes. I got boxes everywhere. I got all the boxes with no boom. I need the boom and the box. So we're gonna go to the shop and do a freaking unboxing of my super budget pieced together turbo kit. It's not a whole kit, I pieced it together so it's cheaper. Okay, nice. So to start this off, huge shout out to Kevin. He sent me over a couple things. This stuff my mom got me for my birthday. She got me like welding gloves and a bunch of other gloves and safety things, so shout out to mom. Also this, in case I pork my own eyes. Kevin sent me this Hassport rear mount that should allow me, that should be stiff enough that I can get rid of the front torque mount, which I'm assuming I might have some clearance issues with the turbo and all that. And I feel like I might have issues with the alternator depending on how my downpipe is set up. Now, just a quick side note, I have a downpipe. I didn't buy like a V-band because the downpipe is the 5-bolt, and this isn't the Turbonetics kit, so obviously the turbo is going to be a different orientation. So I was already planning on having to cut this and like flip this, but this is like, I don't know, we're going to have to see when the exhaust is off where this sits, because if not, I might actually have to cut here and flip it this way and then weld that a different way. I don't know. Either way, I have the downpipe to work with. I have the flange. You guys can do this. Like I saved some money here because of the downpipe. It's already made, but you guys can do this by just literally ordering this flange, just ordering like a V-band and getting a V-band eBay turbo, which I don't even think they're any more than this one was. I think this turbo was like $100. So, also I don't want to hear anything about that friggin', oh, it's $100. Like these turbos, you know, I think eBay turbos and turbo kits get a bad rap because people don't tune them, which is what makes your car blow up. So yeah, you can only turbo the EJ22 without blowing it up. But check this out. Sent me these. They look homemade, but they look like some, I mean, they're carbon door inserts, which is fucking sick. I don't know, I've never seen this. I don't know how many of these are made. So, I mean, I just think that's cool as fuck. So, huge shout out to Kevin for sending these out to me. And, yeah, so he sent me the door stuff, the door inserts. There's 2 of them. Another one's here still wrapped up. And, Hassport rear mount. Gonna be very useful. And I like the carbon, so thank you, Kevin. Huge shout out to you. And let's get on with the turbo kit unboxing. Those eBay turbo kits, everyone's seen them. You know, they go from 4, 5, 600, and then there's some of them that are priced so high that I'm like, how the hell are people actually buying like Chinese parts for this much money? I was lucky enough to get the intercooler, most of the piping. I have to figure out a little bit of the piping, I think just on the cold side, or just on the turbo outlet to the intercooler. The other whole side, like intercooler, from the intercooler to the intake manifold, I have. And I have the downpipe. And I think that's it. I think that's all I had. And it's a baller intercooler too. It's a Spareco, so it's like a really thick intercooler. It came with the Turbonetics kit. Like, I don't know how long ago this kit was out, but it's all the piping and everything is from a Turbonetics kit. So they run a T324. It's probably a T3. I think it's a little bit smaller, but I have some things here that I kind of pieced together, and I opened some of them just to check, make sure like everything was in there. They were the right parts or whatever, but I'm gonna go ahead and unbox these for you right now. I'll start with this one right here. This is just a dump tube for the wastegate, which I might have ordered the wrong one. I think I need a bigger one. I think I need the bigger flange, so if anyone needs this one, let me know. I think I just, you know, mistakes happen. I think I just ordered one that's slightly too small. I think I need to size up from this because I don't think these holes are wide enough out. But basically, yeah, any of these they're gonna be like 30 bucks on eBay. Oh, look at that! They even give you vacuum keys, vacuum line, and a gasket. That's a win. That's 100% a win for your boy. What is this? What? Dude, no way. You know what? I give eBay some freaking credit here, all right? Because I mean, I already have the thing that bolts up. I thought I had to like assemble this. I thought that was why this was in pieces. They give you a weld-on like bong flange thing to weld it on however you so choose. Which, I mean, the aluminum in this is pretty shoddy, and I will be taking care of that. Not that it matters because it's a blow-off valve, but if you look in here, there's some jagged pieces. That's what you should come to expect when buying cheap parts, guys. You might have to do some mods to them, but at the end of the day, they'll probably work. But I will definitely be burring all those stupid edges off. This is just shitty Chinese casting, but it'll work. It's a blow-off valve. It'll sound fine. It's gotta be the fuel pump. Yeah. Okay, so this fuel pump, I usually just get a Walbro. I figured why not. This fuel pump was $30, $30-something, and it's a Chemso. So that's the Chemso right there. And I've heard very good things about them. Jake had one on his Miata, and that's what ultimately convinced me to just buy one. I mean, they're $30. Jake had one on his Miata, and he was making upwards of 300 with plenty of room to go, and the fuel pump never shit the bed on him. So, Chemso fuel pump, 30 bucks. Who would have known, you know? I guess we'll find out. I have a Walbro in the Z, so Walbro, you know, I don't have a problem spending 80 on a Walbro at all. Like, not in the slightest, but I figured if I'm gonna do a budget turbo build, I'm gonna really do a budget turbo build and show how cheap you can do this incorrectly. No freaking chip P28 ROM tunes. Like, I'm gonna go out and get a Honda and get it tuned correctly. This is just a downpipe gasket, that's all that is. It was $3, shipped from Florida. This here is the turbo feed and drain kit. Now this came with everything. Like, this has literally every fitting, and even the feed is restricted so it won't over oil the turbo and make it smoke. So there's a shit ton of fittings in here, gaskets, like everything I need to bolt up to this turbo. And then my drain, which is way nicer than the Subi's drain. Probably end up getting one of these for the Subi. My drain is an AN, plenty long to go from the turbo to the oil pan. How I'm gonna oil the turbo, which I like this way the best. I know there's other ways. I think this is the cleanest way. So all this is a glow shift sandwich plate, $20. Has the same size NPT fitting as this line. I'm sure you guys were looking at this box because of the infamous eBay Motors USA, EMUSA, if anyone was wondering what that stands for. This is my giant purple wastegate. So, comes with a couple different springs. Comes with all said fittings and whatnot that you need. And it comes with a couple different flanges, I guess, I don't know. One that's threaded and one that isn't. So that's that, eBay wastegate. This wastegate, actually this was a package, these two things here. So this is the manifold that I decided to go with in it. It looks kind of cool. Now let me explain why I went with this. It's cheap, but what attracted me to it is I've never seen it on a car, which raises eyebrows because the welds in here are not like the best. It's not going to restrict it in any way, but this isn't like a performance, you know, a high quality manifold. Like the welds were done by a person and then grinded down, clearly. And yeah, but what made me like this was it's actually UEL. So I wonder if this is gonna give it like that Subaru-ish tone. If I wasn't gonna do this, I was just gonna go with a log manifold. They're about the same price, but for this manifold and the wastegate was $119. So here we go. So I decided to go with a fairly medium-sized turbo. A lot of you are gonna be saying, oh, that's a big turbo. Like, yeah, it's a big turbo for a Subaru or like a stock Evo or something like that. But when you have an NA car, same concept with hitting nitrous too early. There's a reason supercharged cars have such low compression pistons, even lower than turbocharged cars. And it's simply because when you hit boost too early, especially with like stock ringland pistons, now you can build a car to take it, but not with stock pistons, stock ringlands. You're not gonna do that. And as you know, with the H blocks, they're FRM sleeve. They're not iron sleeve, so it's not the best block to boost, one would say. So with these, you get your boost on a little bit later. But even with this turbo, like I think the compression in an H23 is like 10.53, which is absurdly high for, you know, to be boosted. So that's why any NAT turbo kit comes with a big turbo. And that's why I went with a it's not a big turbo, it's a medium-sized turbo. What is the AR on this? So on the hot side, it's a 63, it's a 6350. Not a massive turbo, like I said, it has the 5-volt downpipe. It was shaved, so it's balanced. These things really get a bad rap because people just slap them on things and blow them up. I'm gonna slap it on something and not blow it up. And it's gonna go fast. It's gonna be cool. So actually, let's check it. Usually when you get these, yeah, see, you can see, I'll bring it up there. But you can see right there that they shaved some out of there. And you can see right here, they shaved some out. So all of this combined was $381.96. Obviously I didn't need to buy intercooler piping, or at least not yet until I get everything mocked up. I'm probably gonna need one pipe, and it's probably just gonna be a U, and it's gonna be a 2-inch from the intercooler to the other pipe that I have that goes to the turbo. So yeah, I saved money there, but even if I were to buy an intercooler plus 80 and then plus 85, 546, and you'd have like a full turbo kit. And then injectors are another $100. I'll discuss what I'm getting for injectors in another video. And don't bug out. It's not $100 like shit China injectors. They're OEM injectors. So $100 for injectors, and then between $400 and $650, $700 for a Honda P28. You can go with Neptune as well if you can find them for cheaper. But for a full turbo build, if you're labor yourself, that's still under $1,200. Like it's pretty damn good. So I would say that's the true cost. Now if you're, I watched the guy with the blue Civics video, and he did it for I think $2,500, including buying the car for $500. So that's pretty good pricing too. But I didn't want to go out on eBay and buy a full kit, because there's just a lot of shit in there that you just straight up don't need, and it's all universal pieces. It's not going to fit together like nicely. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to attempt to do this and make everything work, get it tuned correctly. And if Boosted Boys didn't prove these eBay turbos good, I don't know who will. So if you're hell-bent on hating eBay turbos and you're going to tell me to go get a Precision or a Turbonetics or a Garrett, I don't have those hookups, but I do have $100. eBay turbo kit.